I mean, no, I asked you for the trade first. You ain't say you wanted until GB sounded interested. Then all of a sudden now you sound interested. All you had to do was send it over. I told you send it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in that doing all that talking. I do is send the trade. You can get straight. You easily get straight out your X factor. Yeah, you know that. I hope. Leave old Hoover ready, man.
I want to get it over with, man.
She hit you. Well, that's my guy. I'm trying to get in it, even in that other league, nobody was trading for.
But he said he was ready. I don't know.
You know, he do the hearts and Dino, man.
He said he was loading 10 minutes ago. No, six minutes. 6 minutes. Roll the blunt and everything. Yeah, you know what that is. Just say the name. That ain't me.
What's going? Without a doubt.
Yeah, that was goatee there.
No, I wasn't. Come on. Like Scooby Doo. Yeah, Scooby.
They wilding out there in Chicago. They done shot a cop out there sitting in the car. Nigga off duty cop.
It's every day.
They wilding out there in New York too.
All this situation. Me, man.
Nigga out here in Atlanta done had quit his job. Then the boss act like he didn't want to pay the nigga. And nigga had to call the people up to pay him. This nigga done dropped off like a $960 worth of pennies on his front lawn, on his front shit. And them shits was like, yeah, and them shits was like in oil or some shit.
Oh my god. Dirty.
Nigga, it was too hard for that.
I just had to hold on to my first, man. And I put no respect on it. The old boy was tripping. We were just playing with this, and nobody told us. You got them tackles for the whole man, man. Yeah. The center, I need to draft a center, man. Oh, look at Ronald. Oh, Ronald.
Your boy Artie just came back from Mexico.
So who did?
Your boy AR Crown.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
You ever got some of that stuff?
No. I ain't seen that nigga. I'm just saying he got back from Mexico. I
Oh,
think.
he got back from Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What was doing in Mexico?
I told you that nigga say he done quit his job and sold everything and he just traveling the
Oh,
world.
he just be traveling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool right there. Yeah. That's what I want to do in that van joint. You know what I'm saying? Do that van life joint. That's what I'm gonna ride out.
This nigga still ain't showed up, bro.
Who the deuce?
Nigga made me get out the bed and put my pants back on.
Yeah,
Fuck.
he got to That's beyond me right there. You need to get up.
Look and see if that nigga on the Madden. You still on Madden?
You ain't got him on your friend list?
You still on Madden?
Oh, you talking about on the
Yeah.
green back? Oh, no, I'm in practice.
Uh, no, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, I don't see him online. He must be playing outside.
I don't think Deuce on my friend list. I nigga probably don't
I
fucking.
think Deuce is saying, yeah, man,
I nigga
yeah.
probably don't fell asleep.
He might say he fell asleep.
That's what I'm saying. He probably don't fell asleep.
Yeah. He
Oh,
probably ready to go.
he appeared offline anyway because he was last online 10 days ago. That obviously is not
Yeah,
true.
I quit the practice as soon as this thing get in there. Then load up this thing. Plus, Ronald Jones done proved to me his spot running back. So he time on mine. Oh, fuck it.
Nigga just read. He just read my message, so he ain't fall asleep.
Nah, he ain't even online.
Nigga,
Light ain't in.
nigga read my message though.
He's
On the way, game locked up, had to buy it.
he must have he must be using the trial. Don't do shit. Man, what? Hey man, let's be honest. Hey, the Patriots sent me a trade. Marcus Cannon in the third for T. Higgins. Hey man, what's wrong with this dude, man? Oh dog, so the Patriots, man. Well, that's funny right there. He sent me T. Higgins for Marcus Cannon in the third. Nah, send him a weird trade. Try. Buster, man. He ain't got no wide out. Trade me, go ahead. Yeah. That's crazy trying to see me Marcus Cannon, man. Hey, you got Chung at linebacker too. Man, hold on, man. You tripping. Ain't Tony Jefferson a safety too, man.
Yeah, that's the nigga league I was in.
Yeah, man, this dude tripping right here, man. Like G can't let him
That
go.
nigga,
Let him leave.
that nigga was actually on my friends list. I think he's still out there. T. Jeff.
He gonna lose all his players to
I
linebackers.
tried to get Weave in there because I know that was his team.
I thought we got in there and won the Super Bowl. They paid for his
Nah, that wasn't it.
paid for his man.
That
It was
wasn't.
somebody's league that paid for his man.
That wasn't that one though.
Oh, he said his game locked up.
They told me to send.
He on now though.
They told me to send.
Man, I hate to trade my boy C Horny, man.
This nigga want my boy Callahan. That nigga back at it. Yeah.
Goatee. With a leg, man.
Oh, no, no. That ain't me, no. Oh, boy, he cranked it up.
Yeah,
That nigga letting the pipes roar.
got to throw in the towel, man. It's over.
He can't even say it. That nigga can't even say it, boy.
He's so sleepy, he can't even get it out.
Nigga, what's up with this nigga Deuce, man? I done sent the shit. Nigga tell me to send. Nigga still ain't joined.
That's all. Still waiting on Deuce to even start the game.
Man, this nigga doing his tactics, man. There you go.
He probably had to do his game. But yeah, hey man, that nigga Deuce will drive you crazy. Hey, look, me and him started the game up. He done put the same cover that I got on. The first year he started one game and got DC. Started the second game, he got the same cover on that I wear. Like, oh my god, man.
He gotta go to bed, man. When I was there, we.
I don't think I should start. I'm gonna start.
I might have a chance if I stop this nigga run.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. And this was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos.
I've seen a lot of crossing routes. He's gonna have to have time to get those out there. I got the bar crash up.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun.
You wanna watch this?
Underway on EA
I
Sports.
ain't nothing to watch out here.
And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he's going to be brought down by
damn, Vaughn, you have to face mask a nigga like
this
that.
This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. This is Connor. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Connor.
Come on, Chubb.
It'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
on third down, it's Connor. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, McFarland. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Go, Chubby
Here
Chubb.
comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Locke. This is the tight end fan. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Locke. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
Oh, come on, man.
He dropped it in the end zone.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Should try this damn field goal.
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. Now, I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help the punter.
I know I can't kick, though.
That's exactly what they did there.
The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
To throw, Kaepernick. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
At the 44-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be down close to the first down markers and gets this to the Broncos 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the run is Counter. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Connor. And there is a flag, so a 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick.
Get that.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Get that.
By Will Parks. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Block now on 1st down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh,
Flag
good
comes
shit.
in as that one
Good
falls
shit.
incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
I know.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Brandon McManus.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
But then you gonna fuck around and forget that shit too, though. Sure. Yeah, you're right.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Completion here to Claypool. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. To throw is Kaepernick. Looking deep here for Ebron. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. A quick throw outside by Locke. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 23-yard line.
They look to throw. It's Locke. That's complete. Okuebuna. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Third and 2, Locke's going to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
He caught it.
On the give, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Block on target there to Fant, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now to the air, Locke. And he's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. That's complete to his running back, Connor. He's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another run by Lindsey. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down.
Oh my God! That nigga just threw some bullshit there, dude. Nigga was open too.
Turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, that's what it was. I need my defense to step up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick.
Oh my God.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line.
Motherfuckers come up in there, Kareem.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And this time he is in. James Conner with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
What'd you say?
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the 30-yard line.
Block now to throw. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw at his lock. He'll get that complete to Alberto.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Alberto Cuebuna with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And here's a quick throw to start the drive complete.
Oh, my God.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 81 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So that one there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And how about the situation that we're in right now?
Because
this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Denver.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he's going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Tyson Alualu in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
I thought I was running it, but I thought it was a fake.
Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Lindsey. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about
That's
it.
the second time I did that shit too, bro. Against King J, I think. I did that same shit, bro.
Go out and score again. Can he get it done?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll go again with Lindsey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
They got to score a touchdown, so I'm kick this field goal, make him burn his time out.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now a carry for Lindsey. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those will be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make.
Oh my God!
Well, he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool, but it's going to be second down. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Nah.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one
He
of
threw a
them.
pick
The
on like his last play,
and
and then the nigga got the breakout on him like he was. He said he
So
threw a
for
pick
Denver,
trying to come
it was
back
a
and
great
forgot about
all-around
my
performance
breakout,
as
and
they
he got
come
the
out of
yards
this one
last
with the
play of the
victory.
game.
And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It
Meanwhile,
must
for
have
the
been a defensive
Steelers,
nigga.
they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So
That
for
nigga
our
got him a new
entire
mic
crew,
yet?
alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody.
just
We'll see
listened.
you next time.
What game? Did Foster do some fumbling for calling some forced fumbles?
Foster had 1 forced fumble. He had 2 tackles for a loss, though. He should have got the breakout if he, depending on what he was going for.
On the option and letting the nigga